Welcome to the Senior Source, the show that lets you know about all the golden opportunities available to senior citizens in Virginia Beach. I'm Sandra Parker, and I'm going to be your host for the program. Did you know that there is a group whose sole purpose is to help meet the needs and concerns of seniors in the resort city? It's called the Virginia Beach Mayor's Commission on Aging, and these dedicated volunteers help you age with ease. I had the chance to see the commission in action during a recent event. Let's check it out. Hi everyone, we are here at the Princess Anne Rec Center for one of the city's most popular events, the Senior Showcase.
This is an event we have every year, and what we do is we invite seniors from around the city to attend. We have vendors show up, a wide variety of vendors that usually address all kinds of senior needs, legal issues, assisted living, home health care, all kinds of things.
With dozens of vendors and hundreds of seniors in attendance, the event was a huge success. Many seniors found it helpful to have so much information in one convenient location.
I'm impressed. It's a lot of information because I think senior citizens need a lot of information. We have become the mecca for senior citizens who don't want to go all the way to Florida anymore. As our senior citizen population grows, we need more events like this to help the new people who've just moved here for whatever reason, become more acclimated and more informed of what's available to them in this area.
All the people here and the vendors, I give them credit for being here to show that there are services available for seniors. We really don't think about them in advance until it's necessary.
You know, the City of Virginia Beach does a show specifically for seniors. It's called the Senior Source. And this is information about when it airs, so you can watch it. And I host it, so I hope that you do watch. Very good. Yes. Of course, it was also the perfect opportunity to talk about the Senior Source. I was on hand chatting it up with participants and spreading the word about our show.
What we hope and what we think happens every year, they talk to somebody who gives them information they either hadn't thought about or they've been looking and haven't been able to find it somewhere. It's turned out to be a really big success, and we're very proud of it.
I'm glad I came.
It's a great day. It's a wonderful day.
If you weren't able to make it out to this year's Senior Showcase, definitely make plans to attend next year. As you saw, it's a fun event for everyone involved, and who knows, you may leave with a nice surprise. From health to finances to technology, the Mayor's Commission on Aging helps you find a little bit of everything. Want to know more? Well, then stick around. We are going to find out more about the group during our next segment when we sit down with the chair of the commission. We're just getting started. There is much more still to come on the Senior Source.
All right, now we're going to go to the phone lines. Caller, you're on the air with Jay Real.
Hi, is it true that Virginia Beach is going to build a ski slope at the ocean front, complete with man-made snow?
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to know how.
Hey, you want to hear something really crazy? My friend said the city's going to sell all the parks and build office towers.
Get out of town.
True story.
Seriously? Who's gonna believe that?
That's no problem. Yeah. Are you for real? The Redskins are moving to Virginia Beach?
Oh, like that'll happen.
Wow. I guess we'll see.
Guys, have we got our work cut out for us? You wouldn't believe the stuff I heard in on the way to work this morning. Redskins, office towers.
The Virginia Beach Mayor's Commission on Aging is made up of volunteers who assist the mayor in making sure that the needs and concerns of seniors in Virginia Beach are met. So how do they do that? Well, joining us now from the Mayor's Commission on Aging to explain how it all works is Drew Langford, who is the chair of the commission. And Drew, thanks for being with us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Good to have you. Now, so tell us a little bit about the commission. How's it work?
It got started actually in 1971 with the Mayor Rhodes, who wanted some input because even in 71 they saw that the senior population was growing in Virginia Beach. Mm-hmm. And it's evolved, but when Myra Obendorf became mayor, she and Lanny Hampel, who was a big, major figure in getting this whole thing rolling, they were a great team, and they really did a lot to elevate the commission and get people involved. Mm-hmm. And so it's continued to evolve since then. Each mayor has kind of come in and given us their input, and we follow their direction and see what they want to do. But a lot of it is to keep the mayor and the city council informed of what's going on with seniors, what their needs are, mm-hmm. Things that need to be done.
Kind of being the voice for seniors throughout the city.
Exactly, eyes, ears and eyes.
Mm-hmm. So what are the goals of the commission?
there is a growing population. I mean, I think right now it's about 15% of the population of Virginia Beach is seniors, and that's growing fast. In fact, I think by 2030, they're expecting almost half the population of Virginia to be 65 or older. So there's always something that's evolving that we need to keep an eye on. And so a lot of the things we do, we are involved in housing needs, legislative. We work with the city's legislative liaison. Transportation is probably one of the biggest ones. Everything we look at is a transportation issue in Virginia Beach. So a lot of the same concerns other people have. It's just a little different take on it for seniors.
So Drew, the Mayor's Commission on Aging is also working with AARP on something that's called a livable community. What's that all about?
It's a program they developed. It's being used around the country in a lot of communities very well. But we look at issues like transportation, pedestrian access, housing, healthcare, a lot of issues that involve seniors, and we get the whole community involved in it. And the good thing about it is that when you get the whole community involved in it, everybody brings a whole lot of different ideas, and it's going to benefit people who may not be seniors now, but are going to be. And it's just a kind of a way to get everybody involved in making the community a better place.
If someone is watching this and says, you know what, that sounds like something I'd like to be a part of, is it possible for people to join the Mayor's Commission on Aging?
Oh, yes. We're always looking for somebody. It's very rewarding, but, you know, it's volunteer, but they can go to vbgov.com/aging, and that's the page, or they can email us at mcoa@vbgov.com, and then we'll be glad to talk to them. We encourage them to come to 2 or 3 of our meetings and just get a feel for it and be sure it's something they want to do.
And then they can be a part of that wonderful senior showcase that we got to see a part of, which
it
is
gets better
always
every year.
It is. It was a great event, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
All right, Drew, thanks so much for being with us and providing us with the insight for the Mayor's Commission on Aging. Now, if you at home would like to join, you heard Drew say how you can be a part of the commission. You just go to vbgov.com, the website there, and you can find out more about that. Up next, holiday decorating with a colonial flair. We're going to find out what group is behind all that hard work. Stay with us.
Not everyone on social media may seem like a threat, but the truth is, bad people look for information about your children, your habits, and your bank account. Our detectives investigate a number of cyber crimes, and we do charge offenders.
My office is committed to bringing these offenders to justice. In addition, we work closely with police, the schools, and community groups to educate families on cyberbullying and other online dangers.
In our classrooms, we're teaching our students how to be safe online. But as parents, we also have the responsibility to know what they're doing online and how to protect them. So talk to them about what is and what is not appropriate.
And most importantly, if you or your child see something that could be threatening or criminal, please contact us right away.
Working together, we can help our community be social, be smart, be safe.
So how do you decorate for the holidays? Do you use bright lights, bows, maybe inflatables in your front yard? Well, if you drive through our city's municipal center during the holidays, you are going to see beautifully decorated wreaths that are put together by volunteers with the Virginia Beach Council of Garden Clubs. And joining us now to tell us how this all works and how long this tradition's been going on is the operations coordinator, Simsy Denson. Simsy, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Now, this is a tradition that's been going on for quite a while. Doing these wreaths?
Yes, over 30 years, the Council of Garden Clubs have come together every first Wednesday of December at our landscape management facilities and put together anywhere from 52 to at one point we were doing about 70 wreaths. Well, they were doing the wreaths. And we collect the greenery for them from city sites. We go out and collect magnolia leaves and juniper and different types of berries and holly branches and bring it all back to our shop. We provide the staple guns and the glue guns. Of course, there are professionals who bring their own stuff and they attach the leaves, and it probably takes about 3 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours for some of our bigger. We have a really large one at the museum down at the resort at the Coast Guard Museum. And they work together as teams from different garden clubs. and put those together, and we spray them with a desiccant so that they'll last longer. And then, of course, landscape management attaches them at the various sites.
So the teams work together. I mean, and you supply all the things they need. How long does it take landscaping folks to get out there and collect all these items for them?
Usually they want to have the freshest material for the wreaths, so they go out the day before.
Okay.
And gather up the greenery. Of course, they're making proper cuts on the trees and
do they have a
shrubs.
list of like we
they
need
do.
this many magnolia leaves? Or okay.
And the list: magnolia leaves, juniper, different types of conifers, pine cones. We also provide the fruits, in which we purchase fruits, apples, lemons. Pineapples, of course, because that's the welcome, right?
Yeah.
And these actually they got together 30 plus years ago, and they wanted to recreate colonial Williamsburg wreaths. And they approached landscape management because they had a really great relationship with them over the years for beautifying the city of Virginia Beach. And they said, we'd like to make these wreaths, but we need your help.
That's wonderful. So you guys, I mean, you actually, I mean, while this is one huge project that they do, and I know these wreaths look beautiful throughout our city, throughout the holiday season, but you work with the garden clubs throughout the year. They work with the city, correct?
Absolutely. Again, that great relationship between the city and the Council of Garden Clubs. So we work on projects at schools for pollinator gardens, butterfly gardens. 1 year for their 50th anniversary, in the past couple years, they planted 50 trees at various schools. As a matter of fact, they raised so many donations that we went above 50 trees. Great. So, you know, they're all about conservation, preservation, beautification.
So, Simsy, if somebody wants to get involved, I mean, can anybody be a part of this, or is there a way that they go about joining this?
Absolutely. If they are interested in joining the Council of Garden Clubs, they would just go to the site, www.vbgardencouncil.com.
Okay, and they can find out more information there and find out how to be a part of
Exactly.
this.
There are many different neighborhoods, so they can look up their neighborhood and call the contact on there, the president of whatever club.
Okay, great. And we all get to enjoy the beauty of these wreaths throughout the holiday season. So
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for having us here to talk about that.
All right, exciting to learn something new about our city and how we get beautified thanks to the folks at the Garden Club. Appreciate it, Simsy. All right, you stay with us because up next we are going to talk about this year's flu season, and we're going to find out if there is still time for you to get your flu shot this year. Stay with us.
Hey, Spike, let's see what's in the mail. Yes, they do love me. Oh, no. Huh? Alexa, open VB Connect.
Welcome to VB Connect.
What are some jobs in information technology?
Job listing 1, systems analyst 2, job listing 2.
If I land one of these jobs, steak dinner for both
3,
of us.
systems engineer 2, job listing 4, systems analyst 2.
We are in the midst of flu season, and there are still people who have not gotten their flu shot. So is it too late? What do you need to know to best protect yourself this flu season? Joining us now to fill us in on all that we need to know is Ana Berenger, who is the district epidemiologist for the Virginia Beach Department of Public Health. And Ana, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, I guess the first question would be, is it too late?
It's not too late. Flu season typically starts in October. We go through the winter months and into the spring with flu activity, with the peak usually being late January into February. It takes about 2 weeks to build up some immunity once you do get your flu shot. So you can pretty much get it anytime during the flu season, but we do recommend that you get it in the fall, so you'll have time to build up the maximum immunity before the peak activity starts circulating in the community.
Yeah, which is a good idea. Get it early so you're built up and ready to go.
Yes.
Now, people always ask, how do I know that it's the flu? It could just be a cold. How do you know the difference between if you've got the flu or you just have a regular cold?
Well, they have some similar symptoms. With a cold, you typically are going to be congested, maybe have a little bit of coughing, and you're just not going to feel well. With the flu, it's usually more severe illness. You're going to run a fever. You're going to have possibly a cough or a sore throat, body aches, just really feeling really bad when it's the flu. It's just, there's not a lot of comparison because a cold is just such more mild illness.
What I noticed, I have had the flu one time. I get the flu shot now because of that, but the one time I did get the flu, what I noticed for me was it hit me like that. Like everybody's like, it's like a train. I mean, it was like boom, all of a sudden I was great 1 minute, the next I was down for the count. It was just that drastic effect on you. And I know that everybody's susceptible to getting the flu, but the senior community, they're definitely a high-risk community.
Yes, we do worry about our senior community, anyone 65 and older, and the reason is that their immunity and their immune system doesn't work as well as someone who's younger and healthier. As you get old, it does tend to wane a little bit. So we really want to protect our senior community, and we want to promote that they do get their flu vaccine and that they take measures to reduce their risk of being exposed to influenza in the community.
Because there are, people are like, oh, it's the flu, I can just fight that cold, but there are complications that can come with the flu.
Yes, we worry about our high-risk groups. Anyone 65 and older does fall into the high-risk category for complications of influenza. Also, anyone younger than 5, pregnant women, or anyone who has an immune-compromising condition are at higher risk for developing complications of the flu.
So Anna, besides the flu shot, what other things can people do to try and prevent themselves from getting the flu this season?
Well, we always recommend thorough hand washing. Wash your hands multiple times throughout the day. Stay away from those that you know are sick. And if you have to be around someone, maybe you're a caretaker to someone who does have the flu, use some personal protective equipment. You can put on a mask, you can put on some gloves if you need to, but just try to prevent yourself from being exposed to others who are ill.
But of course, first and foremost is getting the flu shot, and they are available really everywhere, right?
Yes, they are. We have flu shots available just about on every corner. Most pharmacies will offer flu shots. You can get a flu shot at your private physician's office. The Virginia Beach Department of Public Health is actually going to hold another flu clinic. It's open to the community. We're offering free flu vaccines on Wednesday, December 5th from 4 to 7 p.m. And that is at our location at 4452 Corporation Lane in Virginia Beach. And anyone in the community age 3 and over are welcome to come and get the vaccine at that clinic.
But again, if they miss that opportunity, there is always a chance to go to your pharmacist or your doctor. Just get that flu shot, right?
Yes, get the flu shot. We really promote that. That's the #1 thing that you can do to prevent the flu.
All right, thank you so much, Anna. Some good advice on helping us stay healthy this flu season. And coming up next, we are going to help you to fill out your social calendar thanks to some fun events that are scheduled around the city. Stay tuned.
This is my daughter, Caitlin. She was a model student, an athlete, a sister, and a mother. She was taken from us because of a heroin addiction, but her story doesn't have to be your story.
Our community is seeing a rise in heroin and opiate overdoses. Use of these horrible drugs could land you in jail, or even worse, dead. If you or someone you love has a drug problem, call the number on your screen to get the help you need now.
Don't wait until it's too late.
Welcome back to the Senior Source. If you're looking for things to do to get you in the holiday mood, there is no shortage of holiday-themed events happening all month long at the Sandler Center for the Performing Arts at the Virginia Beach Town Center. On December 14th through the 16th, the Sandler Center kicks off the season with performances of the holiday classic The Nutcracker, presented by Ballet Virginia International, with live music provided by Virginia Beach's own Symphonicity Orchestra. The Tidewater Winds will present holiday portraits on December 17th, featuring many of the beloved holiday songs we know so well. The Tidewater Winds are a 55-piece concert band comprised of woodwind, brass, and percussion musicians from all across Hampton Roads, representing various military, professional, and college bands and orchestras. Experience the magic of the holiday season as the talented singers of the Virginia Beach Chorale present some of the most heartwarming songs of the season in Visions of Sugar Plums. That's on December 18th. On December 22nd, the Virginia Symphony Orchestra is going to treat audiences to two exciting performances. First in the afternoon, you can enjoy some family fun at the PB&J Jingle Bell Jam at showcasing music for the holidays. And then later that evening, the orchestra will present the Holiday Pops concert featuring the inspirational voices of the Virginia Symphony Orchestra Chorus. And finally, just before the big holiday, come on out, lift up your voice, and join the Symphonicity Orchestra as they present the 36th annual Handel's Messiah Sing-Along on December 23rd. The audience is invited to sing along during the choruses with professional singers performing the solos. That concert is free and it's open to the public. For more information, you can visit sandlercenter.org. And make plans to drive through the Bayport Credit Union Holiday Lights Merry Mile at the oceanfront. From Thanksgiving Day through New Year's Eve, enjoy the festive holiday lights display along the picturesque Virginia Beach Boardwalk. Enjoy the lights from the warmth of your car and tune your radio to a special frequency so you can hear holiday music as you enjoy the displays. Visit beachstreetusa.com for ticket price and hours. And something new for the holidays this year, ice skating. Bring your family and friends to celebrate the season at the very first Virginia Beach Farmers Market ice skating rink. The rink will be located on the Farmers Market front lawn at 3640 Dam Neck Road through January 6th. Visit vbice.com for details on admission and hours of operation. And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Senior Source. If you missed something or you'd like to see it again, you can view this show online. Just log on to vbgov.com/seniorsource. I'm Sandra Parker. For all of us here, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time on the Senior Source.